You must prepare
Okay, we're
yourself.
back.
You have come very far in your journey, but it is not yet over, and it is not yet time to rest. Much depends on your actions moving forward. This last challenge will be your greatest.
What level is this quest? I can't imagine it's very high. 27, yeah. Sorry, my tea cupping. I've been drinking my drinks too fast. It's like 9:10, 9:15. Let me check. 9:13. I might try to beat the main story tonight. I don't know yet. It shouldn't take me too long. Unless the game suddenly jumps up 3 or more levels every quest. It would be really nice if I did get it done tonight, though. So tomorrow, when both my roommates are gone, I can just quote-unquote, beeline through the DLC. Or the 2 DLCs I have left. I got the Secret Armory of General Knox, which I'm going to do first, because that came out first. And then I got Claptrap's Revolution to do. I can make that looks like I can say that looks like a vagina, but that'd be too easy.
Use all my ammo.
I'm probably gonna die to this fight at least once, if not more. Challenge overcome. How much you want to bet that fucking rack is the challenge? Or the rack spawner? Am I even doing damage to it with this? I don't think I am. Bam! I don't fucking know. What's... I'm assuming the eyes at the crit point. Sorry, I'm probably not going to talk much during this part. Gotta focus up. I'm probably going to die from this. Yeah, he's literally sitting on me. And not in a sexy way. Wonder if his health resets. It doesn't. Good. Maybe this will be not that hard. Or not nearly as hard as I was thinking it would be. I guess I can talk about this a little. I can talk about this a little bit. I am not planning on playing the other Mafia games before Old Country comes out. Mainly because out of all of them, I adore 3 Story. I think 3 Story is one of the best stories in a video game. But man, that gameplay loop fucking blows. And it's still buggy as fuck, and I just don't feel like playing it. There's just no fucking reason to play it. Aside from the story, and even that you'd have to suffer through approximately 50 million crashes before that point, or before you beat the story. Shit. Yeah, Mafia 3 Story is a game set in the 1960s South and stars a black man. That's basically why I commend that game's story, because literally the first thing you hear from any character is the N-word. And it's thrown around, like, pretty fucking often. And they are not afraid to shy away from how racist the South was in the 60s. Like, they show it racism as an actual game mechanic in Mafia 3. Like, you will not be, if you walk into certain stores, the owner will get pissed at you and aim a gun at you. So yeah, they kind of make racism a game mechanic. Which I think it's a very hard pill to swallow sometimes. But I do think I commend the hell out of Hainer 13 for doing it that way. And I really do not like Mafia 2. I know that's kind of like a hot take in the community, but I really, really do not like 2. It's all the time jumps and shit. I guess Mafia 1 does the same, and I love that game's story. So it can't really be just the time jumps. Yeah, I really just don't like... I don't care about 2's story. and excuse me, the remake 1 of Mafia 1 is very fucking good. It's just still 30 FPS on consoles, which, like I talked a little bit in the Red Dead playthrough. I know this kind of sounds privileged as fuck, but if a game's in 60 FPS on consoles, I just don't want to replay it at this point, because I've played the Mafia remake before, back closer to when it came out, when I didn't have a 60 FPS capable console yet. I was still on my old ass Xbox One from 2014, which barely ran games, period, let alone at a good frame rate. Yeah, my sister got an Xbox One just for Batman Arkham Knight. Excuse me. You probably didn't even hear that. That was a very quiet burp. Let's see if this spawns me. Spawns me here, huh? Is a fast travel station here? There is. There tis. I do remember the General Knox DLC. I do remember the General Knox DLC has a lot of driving back and forth over a very barren and boring map. Very barren and boring. Excuse me.
Do you need something? We'll speak again.
Old Haven, New Haven, haha. I'm very curious about how 4 is going to do some of this stuff. Because I think 4 is supposedly going to be entirely set on Pandora. Because 3 had you go to multiple different planets, which was not received the best. I personally thought the actual multiple planets gimmick was cool until you had to go for 100%. Then it became a fucking chore. Especially with how that game's map menu is done. So you know how in... Well, I really should go accept these quests just so Claptrap stops telling me about them. What's I saying? Oh yeah, so you know how this game kind of has it to where... One sec. You know how, What was I saying? Oh yeah, this game's map has it so you can't really tell what's on. Okay, let me show you. So like this is supposed to be like an upper area, and you can't really tell that because of how the map's done. 3 has it so you can actually tell what's an upper area of the map, but it's still very annoying to find out how to get up on some areas. I guess the better example would be, remember that cigar box quest I took earlier in the Let's Play? Like part 3 or 4 or something. Like there's that one final box up on a cliffside, and you couldn't tell where that cliffside, where you were supposed to go up the cliffside. Like that's a better example of how the map is done in this game. In 3, it's very easy to tell where different layers are. It's just still kind of annoying to use. Especially if you're dumb like me. Sorry, thought I heard something. I do like how the shotgun has like a pumping animation like a shotgun. I do think that little touch is neat. That's right, Old Haven is where you get introduced to Crimson Lands. Let's do Crazy Earl. What you want? Oh yeah, I'm definitely not getting it done tonight. I'm definitely feeling the tired hitting in case you couldn't tell by my constant fucking yawning.
What you want?
What you want?
Hey, you holler when you need me, alright?
I've got a sinking feeling.
Hey, you keep yourself out of trouble.
Fuck, there's no fast travel point is to the... God damn it. Oh, maybe there is. There is, good. Depending on how long this takes me, this might be the last thing I do tonight. This might be a shorter episode than usual. So yeah, you should recognize this area from the zombie DLC. The Crimson Lance's whole gimmick is basically that, they have armor that you need corrosive weapons to really do anything to. Later games would make it way more clear what's an armor piece and what's just their base health value.
I'm really good at this.
There should be a smoke signal over here. Maybe it's right over here. Oh, maybe it's one of the things where it's marked in the general area. Damn it. Yeah, I'm dead. God, I missed the lost loot mechanic from 3 and I guess Tiny Tina's game. Basically, in that game, if you drop something or weren't able to pick something up, or go into like a little machine, and then you can pick it up later. It was so nice. Nothing really good. Or all that good.
Bandits to stop all road traffic, then killed them rather than pay up. As a business strategy, murdering their employees will see diminishing returns.
Thank you for the valuable input, Tanis. So something that's really funny to me is that in the Borderlands movie, which I originally when that movie was first getting showed off, I had hope of it being at least somewhat watchable. Like, I wasn't expecting a good movie. I don't expect most video game adaptations to be good, because I'd rather have low expectations that are met than high expectations that aren't. So, like I said, I was expecting at least a somewhat watchable movie. We did not get that. It was very bad. So, as I was saying, something that's really funny to me is that Tanis was played by Jamie Lee Curtis, who is extremely pro-gun control. Like, an extreme amount pro-gun control. So, I thought it was really funny that she was part of a... There's a claptrap here, I knew it. I figured. I thought it was funny that she was in a series, or a movie for a series that was... or that is built around having wacky and weird guns. Like, she is so gun control that her scenes in Halloween 2018 where she's like training to shoot Michael if he ever comes back. She literally had the production team change the guns to like lever action rifles and shit because she didn't want to shoot a gun that had its type used in a school shooting. She's like that level of gun control. Which, yeah, makes it even more ironic that she's in a movie for fucking Borderlands. I can't remember how you're supposed to find this guy. And as much as I want the extra space, I am not going to spend an insane amount of time trying to find it. Something that's also going to be really interesting is that Borderlands as a series kind of has its updates treated as if it's like a multiplayer games as a service title, where like most of the update notes are for nerfing or buffing certain guns. I personally think they went a bit overboard with the nerfs with some of the legendaries in 3. So I'm going to be very curious if they're going to keep that, if they're going to keep being super overkill with the legendaries or not. Tiny Tina's game didn't really have that much in terms of really crazy nerfing. It was more like, okay, yeah, this probably should have not been as powerful as it was. Level of stuff getting nerfed. Damn it. I just realized my shells are getting kind of low.
I'm over here!
Good luck.
If the Lance are taking an interest in what we're doing, then things just got a lot more dangerous. For you, not for me. I'm safe and sipping a nice chamomile. They know the legend of the Vault too, and it is unlikely they will simply let you walk in unopposed and cheerful. Also, I have butter cookies.
Oh, probably maybe we should talk about this a little bit too. I am not planning as of right now to play the Director's Cut DLC for 3 because that's literally just the game again, and I just don't see a point in doing that. At least to my understanding, it's the game again. I've never actually done it fully. I just always assumed by the reviews it just wasn't worth my time. Like, as a kid, I absolutely would have played it even if it's dog shit, but as an adult, I just don't have the time to be playing abysmal dog shit.
I'm really good at this.
I'm gonna try to do the 2 side quests in this area and turn in this one. And see what level I hit.
That's all for the time being.
I also might use some golden keys. Maybe. Honestly, with how good this shotgun is, I really don't need the SMG. Or this one. Or this one. Or this. Or this. Wow, I was not expecting that to blow up. I thought it would be, like, because it was stuck in the ground, it was like just a prop, not like something you could shoot.
We got ourselves a hero here.
It's like 21 or 31. 21. 21. You stupid. I'm taking my night pill, so excuse me a sec. Otherwise, I probably will forget. Despite taking pills for over half my life, I do forget sometimes still. Why is it having me? Never mind. Wasn't I just in this fucking area? Like, why not include this as part of the... Never mind. Like how the hammer does actually rotate on the gun. It doesn't really rotate, it shifts. I'm assuming he's in a different area. Yeah. Excuse me. That was a bit louder. Oh, I am also not planning on doing Cromrax, or however the fuck you pronounce his name. The raid boss. That was added with the General Knox DLC. I am not planning on doing that on camera. I might attempt it once, just to see how far I get with non-hacked guns. But I'm not planning on doing that legit. I have no reason to. I have friends who are willing to give me their hacked stuff for however long it takes me to do that boss. Hell, they'll probably let me keep the guns.
And you too can see what it feels like.
Hey, you hear the water's gonna come back on?
How can I help?
Can I help you?
Yeah, dumbass, you gave me a quest. Let's see what I get. Let's see what you get. Ooh. It knows when you're awake. God, remembering this reload animation took like 5 fucking years. I thought that said 8,000% crit damage. It's only 800. Which is still a lot, to be clear, but not as much. Is this one of the super slow fire rate ones? That may sound super slow. What is it compared to this SMG? The other fire rate or fire SMG we had. I mean, the damage difference more than offsets that, I would think. I'm gonna keep the elephant gun just because I kind of like how it's a sniper without the scope.
Jacob scans the one thing really well. Power. And honestly, what else do you need?
Let's do 4 more. I was gonna say 3, but I might as well do 4 and get the... Actually, no, wait, is this gonna be my last one? Maybe. I don't frickin' know. Oh, yeah, I guess I didn't use that other rifle I got. Okay, so this is another burster. 141. Okay, so do this. 80. Okay, what's my other 36 rounder? 86. War is in your blood. I'm assuming this is another burst. 105. Okay, so that's this one. I mean, the fire rate is fine enough. It's gonna get the job done. Yeah, just get rid of the bursters. I can spam the trigger fast enough to make it so those are basically full auto, but I don't feel like doing that right now. Nope. See, I believe the weapon proficiency is how you get like the faster reload animations. If I remember correctly. Don't quote me on that. I'll probably do tone down to 80. Oh yeah, I got a fair bit left. Did I get the same gun twice? Oops, wrong way. Meh. That says better reload or better damage and higher capacity. So might as well keep it. That's what this one is without being a slow firing fire gun. So yeah, I guess I'll keep that one. No. Look at the spread. It's not really like far apart, but it's... I guess it's super tight. Never mind, I'm stupid.
Combines good damage, high fire rate, and recoil reduction into one lethal weapon.
good movie. I think I made that joke last time. That's another 3-round burster. Just literally the same gun, just a different firing sound. I guess they have different parts in quotes. So like how the guns are made are in parts. I mean, I don't really need a fire repeater. I already have a legendary for that. Big Tony says hi. I'm assuming that's a reference of some kind that I don't get, because I am a fetus.
Those guns absorb a lot of recoil, allowing you to stay accurate throughout the...
I probably should explain that joke, I guess. Whenever I say I'm a fetus, that usually means I'm still a kid, in quotes. Like, I was born in '02, so I missed a lot of stuff from, like, the 90s and crap. Yeah. Which, this game came out in 2007 or 8, I think. So, a lot of the devs were born in the 90s. We were actually the 80s and we're kids in the 90s. So a lot of these guns have references to stuff that would have been popular around that time. Still don't have, is it Malawan? I can't remember what the alien guns are in this game. But yeah, they're super hard to find before your second playthrough. I don't even know if you can get them in your first playthrough. Now that I think about it. Anyway. Wait, is my legendary the Gearbox brand? Oh my god, it is. Okay, that's cute. That is cute. Anyway. How long has this been going? 49 minutes. Yeah, this is a good place to stop. And this is probably right when I go to bed, actually. Anyway, see you guys in the next part. Bye.